Welcome back to TheChowTimePod. It's your host, Red. Video today from Modern. This is why proposing to modern women is foolishness and why modern dating sucks. Please text Red down below. I really appreciate that. Let's get that chow. It's chow time.
Janice, are you there?
At your service, sir.
Enter the manosphere.
Of course. How can I assist you today?
Give me some of that dating foolishness.
Will do, sir.
Will you marry me?
Absolutely. Wait, you have to get on one knee. Alright. Anyway.
And that's why people are single.
Yep.
I'm over here. I ain't doing that.
Yep.
Welcome to Manosphere Highlights Daily. In today's video, we'll highlight Love Life Sir's video. Going on a date with my childhood crush 15 years later. This video exposes why proposing to modern women is foolishness and why modern dating sucks. Traditional practices come from historical, cultural, and symbolic meanings that reflect societal norms and values. When you deviate from these principles, the meaning shifts and traditions lose their original significance, becoming something else. Keep this in mind. Let's talk about it.
This was me in elementary school. I had no confidence, no swag, and no hair. And this was my crush, Colby. From what I remember, she was very shy, and I probably exchanged 10 words with her during the time we went to school together. I remembered seeing her at recess every single day, but I never expressed my feelings for her. I mean, I was 9 years old for Christ's sake, but I never really got to tell her how I felt about her. When I graduated and went to middle school, she actually moved away, and I never saw her again. 16 years later, my lame ass was in bed scrolling on Instagram, and I was looking at one of my old high school friends' pages. I clicked on their following list and started looking through everyone who they were following.
Why do you guys do this? I've never looked at other people's accounts, even on Instagram, nor do I care to scroll through their friends list. Is this a thing that people do on Instagram? Is it a normal thing? Stop it.
And don't ask me why I was doing all this.
Okay.
And as I'm scrolling, I see Colby's Instagram. I click on it and I see LA is in her bio. And then
This is what I want you to pay attention to. Thanks to modern technology, you can find your 5th grade crush in minutes. Sounds romantic, right?
Not
But
really.
take a look at this. 58.5K followers.
Ooh.
In other words, you're not the only one looking for her. You're not the only one looking at her. And most importantly, DMing her.
I'm like, oh, I also live there. So immediately I DM her and I asked her if she would be down to go on a date, and she agreed. So here's what happened. All right, guys, so
She agreed. Now, why did she agree to go on a date with this guy?
Because you're fucking rich now, dude. This guy's probably one of the bigger YouTubers out there.
I wonder why.
and what about me? I mean, you're seeing me for the first time.
Yeah. I was like, oh shit. Well, your Instagram.
What's your impression of that? Because
Well, I guess I clicked and the first thing you see is like your bio. And then I saw your follower count. I was like, oh, we fine.
Follow account.
mm,
It's
Oh,
clout.
he made it. He's at the top. And I was like,
oh no,
Ew.
he's successful. Oh no.
no. I was like, he might be a dick. Oh no. But I don't know. I get freaked out at that. I'm like, ugh.
Look at that reaction. That's the kind of reaction women crave. Roller coaster vibes. She receives a DM from a verified account, blue check, which makes it intriguing.
And
This guy
1
would get
million
no play
followers.
if it weren't for his status. Let's take it a step further.
I've learned that it's a weird double-edged sword where you think, oh, if I am lit and popping and have followers, girls that'll be a turn on. And it is, but it also isn't, because then girls will have a preconceived notion about you like, he's a playboy, he's a this, which is all completely true, but it's like, I'm not gonna reveal that in like off rip.
This is pure gold.
My man.
High status man remains attractive because he elevates the woman's status in the eyes of other women. Leonardo DiCaprio has been recycling women for decades now and is still going strong at 49. These women know he won't commit to them, yet they keep coming back. We've exposed many women who are aware from the start that the man they're dealing with won't lead to a serious relationship, but still engage because they want to experience the fairy tale.
Now here is where I will admit. You know, even when you are young and quite naive, at least compared to how you typically develop when you get older, I still knew that this wasn't actually going to turn into a serious, long-term, committed relationship. And now why? Why did I know that?
Because he told you.
Well, firstly, and this answer is going to suck, you just kind of know from how a person speaks, from what they say, from how they talk about their future, from their mannerism, from the communication style. All of these things build up the impression that you get from a person in terms of kind of where they are in life, what they seem to be looking for. So I did very much get the impression that this was not going to exactly lead somewhere serious.
As Bob Marley said, don't let them fool ya, or even try to school ya. Oh no, these women know exactly what's going on. Now, let's look at her track record. Check this out.
Did you have boyfriends, or what was
Yeah.
that looking like?
I'm a long relationship girly, so I've had like 6 serious relationships, 2 to 3 years.
Starting when you were what age?
Freshman year of high school.
Damn, that's when you okay. Yeah, no one.
Years.
At the time of this video, this woman is 27 years old and has been in 6 relationships since freshman year of high school. There was a time when people would marry their high school sweethearts. Why?
What?
Because it used to be a priority. Without marriage, it was socially unacceptable to. In modern times,
True.
women have claimed they don't need marriage to have. Now pay close attention to what she's gonna say next.
So you, in your experience, men were what, cheating on you, or or were you falling short in any areas?
She's never gonna say shit like that.
No. They always said it was them. I got cheated on in college
Okay.
by a Christian man.
It was God's plan.
I guess what.
God compelled him to cheat.
And then after that, I had another boyfriend, but he was a basketball player.
Okay.
You know how that goes.
See, after the basketball player part right there, I would have just ended things like, you know what? I'm good. But he's also making content, so it makes sense why he's still going on. But for me, I'm not.
A nice man, but he cheated
Okay.
a lot. I didn't know
Okay.
until 3 years after. And then I was here in LA, and it's been kind of shit since. But I guess they've all been kind of shit.
When we talk about cheating, we overlook women's role in this situation. A man cannot cheat by himself. Many women are aware that the guy they're dealing with is already in a relationship, but fail to take the necessary steps to protect themselves from being cheated on. In our video about the book, Why Men Love Bitches, it's ridiculous that the author has to educate women on why they should abstain from sex to protect themselves. From Chad and
How long should you wait before having sex? As long as you can. At the very least, keep it platonic for the first month. This tactic gives you time to learn about him. You don't want to wait until after you sleep with him to learn he's married, or that he has an ex-girlfriend who has chronic car problems and regularly needs a lift, or that his first cousin recently dumped him when he cheated on her with her older sister.
this is standard
Wait, what?
protocol. It's mama's responsibility to educate her daughters. This is standard protocol. But women refuse to follow it because they want to remain in la la land and believe that the man they desire will drop everything for them, thus justifying breaking the rules for it. Check this out.
Did you have any crushes back then that you remember?
Yes. Jordan Oakley.
Ah, shit. Jordan.
No, not Jordan. It's
I thought that was gonna be my husband, and then Carl proposed to me at lunch, and
I know Carl Thomas.
he proposed to me with a ring pop at lunch, and I got so scared. And I was like, what the fuck? I'm not ready for this. I mean, Carl wasn't my crush. It was definitely Jordan.
Have you seen Jordan now currently?
Yeah,
That mother handsome.
he's pretty.
And he's a great guy. We've had him model for our Strawberry Park brand. Ain't this my moment though?
Oh, wait, sorry.
This is like my moment. Nah, but real shit though, he's handsome. Like,
Okay, but
after all these years, she's been keeping tabs on him just like many other women do. But that's not the kicker. The kicker is that she thought he was gonna be her husband. But the guy who actually proposed to her with a ring pop was rejected. She wouldn't require a ring from Tyrone though. This dynamic starts in 5th grade and continues throughout her life. Check this out.
So you were in like 6 relationships
Yeah.
from high school to college to now.
Like now, yeah.
So why are you single right now?
Because I choose to be, because men are getting weirder, honestly. And I don't want to be the one that's like, it's guys, but like, holy shit. Especially in LA. I think the other states are probably fine, but
What's wrong with LA men? Because I've only dated
I
women.
think they're the prize.
I'm hella straight. Men aren't the prize?
Well, like, we gotta humble ourselves. I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of options with social media nowadays,
Facts.
and people find a good thing and then they don't stick with it because they think they have a better option out there. And maybe they do, but most times I'm the best option.
Or you've just been chasing Tyrone this whole time, and yes, they got the options to cheat on you all the time.
Well,
Of course, men are the prize. With all due respect to this woman, but why in the blue hell should Tyrone commit to her? What makes her special compared to all the other women Tyrone has at his disposal? She believes she is the best option, but she doesn't decide that. You've heard what she said. There are a lot of options due to social media these days. And if you are a you'll have many women like her at your disposal. Women in general are only interested in dating the top 10, top 20% of men. The other 80 to 90% are invisible. So this woman is for recreational use only. She's already given up everything a man wants, and he doesn't need to marry her to get access to her. Even if she requires a ring, her peers will give it up instead. The value of sex only increases as a collective. 80-90% of women need to require commitment before giving up the punani to make Tyrone consider commitment. Check this out.
will you marry me?
Absolutely. Wait, you have to get on one knee. All right. Anyway.
And that's why people are single. I ain't doing that.
The whole premise of going on one knee to propose is obsolete. The modern woman isn't offering anything special because for it to be special, it needs to be exclusive. 6 other men have already been there, and that's what she is telling us. I have a feeling
I'm sure there's a lot more, brother. We all know there's a lot more than 6.
you have to multiply by 3.
Maybe even
Nevertheless,
10.
she never married, and all these guys got all of her. So why are you going on your knees to propose? The foolishness. This is why modern dating sucks. Technology has expanded the dating pool to the point where the quality of connections is watered down. On top of that, the modern woman has no problem being for recreational use by Chad and while getting her ego boosted by black belts and simp jutsu in her DMs. This keeps her clinging to unrealistic expectations. Even if you marry her, divorce is most likely to happen and she will be the one initiating it. And without protection, she will take half of your assets. Sell me marriage, please. Without the elements of survival, cultural norms, and scarcity of supply and demand in sex and attention, long-term relationships don't stand much of a chance in modern times. If love and lust are the only foundation for long-term relationships, once the honeymoon phase is over, about 2 to 3 years, that's when the relationship ends as well.
And that's the average years of marriage is 2 to 3 years. So yes, it's literally the honeymoon phase that these women are in. Think that they're in love, and then once they fall out of that love, they take your assets.
So do you want to be married? What's your vibe?
Of course. I want to be a wife.
You want kids,
Go
of
on
course.
adventures. Yeah, but that's scary.
Popping out a kid.
The fact that I have to like push one out.
Now can I get a drizzle?
Drizzle.
Drizzle.
This is why going back to like a crush or something from high school or something never really turns out right, because modern women during their college years just have fun, right? And hey, they can have fun. We're not judging them on having fun. We just don't want them. Please rub them below. I really appreciate that. And catch you guys next time. Ciao.